Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Hi and welcome back to Luck's Garage. I'm Jason and this is Luck's Garage. Thanks for coming back and seeing me. If it's your first time here, I'm on a journey to start going through my lifelong collection of Hot Wheels and collectibles. Decide what I want to keep, decide what I want to sell. If I'm going to keep it, I want to kind of get it out so I can enjoy it on display. I've got boxes that's been packed up for 18, 20 years and I'm going to slowly start going through them all. I'm trying to show them all to y'all. I've also got other videos that were whatever I'm doing at the time. I kind of put those on the channel too. Whatever I'm doing at the time, I try to video now and try to get an idea of what's going on, and I kind of, you know, share it with y'all. So if you're not into the other stuff besides the Hot Wheels, just skip those, and if you like the Hot Wheels stuff, you know, watch it. You might like all of it. But anyway, I'm rambling. We got some more eras to go through today. We'll do it in the same style that we did on our last era video. And anyway, we'll go ahead and get into the eras. Alright, let's start off the eras with some super treasure hunts. Here's one of my favorites, 55 Chevy Gasser. And if you look in there close, you can see the back window is not completely molded. And it looks like it's been broke, but it's just not molded all the way. That's a pretty cool era right there. Next we got the sandblaster here, and the back piece that's supposed to clip in is just flopping around in the package there. Pretty cool super treasure hunt. Next we got the Hot Bird super treasure hunt here, and if you look at it, it's hard to see, but right there on the back there's a big chunk and chrome coming through the paint there. Nothing major, but this is one of my favorite castings of all time, so I collect those pretty heavy. Next we got a 96 treasure hunt here. This is limited to 25,000. This is the 40s Woody. And if you look at the back tire, it's supposed to have the yellow stripe all the way around. It looks like it's deteriorated over the years, or it just wasn't put on correctly. But that's a pretty cool era. Next we got this Ferrari 550. But if you look there, it's supposed to be a treasure hunt of the splitting image. So that's pretty cool. The Ferrari 550 is probably worth double what the splitting image treasure hunt's worth anyway, but to be on an era card is pretty cool. And next we got a pretty cool era. This is the Grass Chomper. Nothing major wrong with the car, but the card is double carded, if you can see in there, and these are glued together. So we got double carded and put out like that. Pretty cool era. Next here we've got the 2016 Bugatti Chiron on the factory fresh. And the error on it is it's double blistered. They've took two of these clear blisters and stacked them on top of each other and melted them on. Hard to see there, but you can kind of see where it's doubled there. Pretty cool era. Next we got this Datsun 240Z, and it's got a piece of the tree still hung behind the tire, kicking it out to the side. Pretty cool era. This one's nothing major. It's just whenever they put it on the blister, it kind of come off the side of the package there. Next we got a 67 Camaro, and if you look in there, there's a piece of foam inside the interior there. You can see through the back window. It's a pretty cool era. Next we got the 95 Mazda RX-7. You can see he's having a bad day. I think his front wheel is broke there. Somebody might have been messing with the camber on it. Anyway, pretty cool era. Then we got this 70 Dodge Charger RT, and it's got two different rims on it. It's supposed to have that gold rim all the way around. Then we got a 69 Pontiac GTO, and it is actually missing all the interior. So if you look down in there, that's pretty cool. Love finding the ones with no interior. Here we go, we got an old Monoposto here from 2001, and it's got two different rims on it. This car actually come out with both of these rims, but this one must have been a transition whenever they was coming out of the PR5s and into the 5 holes. Pretty neat era. Here we got the Nissan Skyline GTR, and you've got the hanger. Let's see if you can see the hook hanger. It goes up here. It's actually in the package with the car. Pretty cool. Next we got this Zamax Ford Bronco from 2017, and it's missing the full roll cage there on it. You can see it here in the picture, but that's pretty cool. This next one's here, I'm not sure if you consider it an error or not. I've seen a couple of these over the years, but this was a 2001 32 Ford Coupe, but it's gloss black instead of flat. Most of them are always flat. I've seen a couple of these in gloss, so I'm not sure that's really an error or more of a variation, but pretty cool. This next one here is a Dixie Challenger, and the issue with it is the windows are not put in there correctly. I don't know if y'all can see that through the back there or not, but it's pushed down and not seated right. Pretty cool. Next we got the Buick Grand National here, and the hood's not attached correctly to the car. That's pretty cool era. There's an Austin Martin here V8. It's got a huge 10-spoke on the front for some reason. It's supposed to have the PR5s all the way around. That's pretty crazy looking. Here's a 69 Cougar Eliminator. And the back wing there is not completely put in correctly. Kind of shifted forward. Pretty neat. Here's a 2000 first edition. This is the Deuce Roadster. It's hard to tell on here, but there's a big blue spot on the side and on the top there. These were all pretty much one of the original Zamacs that come out. They wasn't called Zamacs obviously then, but this was just a raw metal. And that blue just kind of stands out compared to all the rest of them. So nothing crazy, but I kind of liked it. And here's one of my favorite type of eras. This is whenever they punch the car and they kind of missed the whole rivet on this one whenever they put it in, so they just stamped it through the body. And the whole thing, whenever you're looking at it straight, it don't look too bad, but you start looking at from the back and stuff, you can kind of see, kind of crazy. That's one of my favorite types of eras there. Here we go. We got a Moon Eyes So Fast, and it was going so fast the top's ripped off in the package there. Pretty cool. Kind of goes over that engine there. This is a slide out, and the whole roof is popped off in the package on it. Now this era is more common on this car. I've seen it quite a few times in about every variation on that one. And this is the Ghostbusters Ecto 1. It's going to be hard to see this one, but there's a lot of imperfections all the way down the side of the casting. And whenever they painted it and everything, of course it's hard to see on camera. And then your silver here is actually shifted down, but that's not a big a deal. But the casting itself, it's hard to tell on camera probably, but it is rough. So that's pretty cool era. This one's pretty fun. It's the Blast Lane, and it's been put in the package upside down. The holder that holds it's actually been put in it upside down, so that's pretty cool era. Here we go. Here's a Baja Bug. This one's on a foreign card. It says number 2 of the 4. All small wheels. We had discussion on my last era video, but I believe this is more of a variation than it is an era. But pretty cool to see it on a foreign card. Here you go. New for 2016, the 16 Ford Focus RT. You can kind of see there that it's been riveted to the side, and the whole front end and everything is jacked up on that one. That's the kind of errors I like to see, kind of wrecked in the package. And this is cool. This is a Land Rover pickup. It's missing all the tampos on the side, the black. It's got some of the other tampos put on. Here's one to compare it with, what it's supposed to look like. Pretty cool, missing all those on the side. Pretty neat era. Here's a Mardi Gras. This is the Firebird Funny car, and it's got large wheels on the front, so the front end won't even shut all the way down on it. So I've actually seen a few of these, so this may become a variation more than an era, but pretty cool. And here's one of the castings I collect pretty heavy. This is a Volkswagen T2 pickup. If you look in there, somebody's hair is all wrapped up around the interior. Pretty crazy. Another one of the T2 pickups there. See the paint on the front window? It's whenever they put the window in, they smeared the paint all through the window. That's pretty cool. Here's another T2, just like we just saw, but this one has the tempo all the way down. Let me bring the other one up here so you can see it. So you can see the tempo. It's hard to see there in the plastics, but if you see the tempos, they're down on this one, and they're correct on that one. So pretty cool era. That one's more of a common error you'll see on this casting. This one's the same thing. The tempo is supposed to go up here and be straight, and it's actually curved down. Pretty fun. And here's a Target Red edition of the Volkswagen T2 pickup, and you can see that the window was not put in correctly on that one. It's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. You got a Baja Bug here, and I don't know if you can see the roll cage in there, but the roll cage is broke in there, and it's just flopping around in the package. Pretty cool era. Cool combi. Here, nothing major, just got a little bit of slag where it's been painted over the window right there. Pretty neat. This one's really cool. This is the Cool Combi Hello Kitty, but somehow paint got sprayed up onto the side. Got a little cool little fade job going on, but that's really cool. Cool Combi's another one of the castings that I collect. And here's your Cool Combi regular treasure hunt, and it's got two different rims. It's got PR5s on it instead of 5 spokes on the rear. So that's a cool era there. Here you go. Here's a Target Red Edition, and this one's not got any windows whatsoever in it, so that's pretty cool for an era. And here's the Mangus Walker Cool Combi, and the front wheel got hung up on the body there and kind of pushed it down. You can kind of see it there, and then the front bumper didn't get put all the way up because it's holding that front wheel's holding it down. Kind of a neat era. And here we got the Cool Combi Surfs Up, and it's missing the windshield in it also. Pretty cool era. And this is a really cool era right here. This is a power plower. The whole interior is messed up in this one. Let me take this one out of the pack so you can kind of get a better picture of this. This is really cool. It's on an unpunched blister there, but the interior, whenever they put it in, evidently hit and broke backwards. And it's a power plower from 1986. I love trying to find this kind of black wall stuff in the eras, but that's pretty cool era to me. Stuff like that's hard for me to find, the old stuff like that. And here's a 69 Chevy truck, and this is the 100th year anniversary, and it's got black wheel on the back. It's supposed to have chrome PR5. It's pretty cool. Oh, we got another super treasure hunt here. This is the 62 Chevy Custom, and it's missing the windows in it. So really cool super treasure hunt. Missing the windows. I love that kind of stuff. Here's another 62 Chevy. This is the Holly version, and you can see that the surfboard there is supposed to be in the back of the truck, and it's actually flopping around in the package there. So kind of cool era there. Next we got this 91 GMC Cyclone, and the back wheel is mostly black. It's got a couple little pieces of chrome, but it's supposed to be chrome like the front wheel. And that's a pretty cool era. Next we got this 69 Chevy pickup. This one's actually a real light one because you can actually see a lot of the body through where they just barely sprayed it on. But the era's more in the grill. There's a spot on the grill, it's hard to see here, that's flat. Kind of neat. Nothing major, but still kind of cool era. And here's one of my favorite castings. This is an 83 Chevy Silverado. The reason this is one of my favorites, my son just restored an 83 Chevy Silverado. We've got a little interior work done, but it's pretty much finished. I think I'm missing 2 now to have them all loose, and that was the NFTH that just come out, and then I've got the Zamac version that I'll pick up pretty soon, I hope. But anyway, this one right here is the Fram orange one, but the whole Tampa on the side is going down instead of going straight across like it should. So that's a cool era. Here's the 83 Silverado showroom, and it's got the same era with the Tampo going down the side instead of being straight. Here's a 83 Silverado from the 100th year, and this one has a black grill over here on this side. Kind of hard to pick up there, but it's kind of neat. Another 83 Silverado here. This one's kind of neat because it's got door lines on it. It's what I call it. But if you look real close, the grill is sticking out way past from where it should. There's something in there pushing that out. It kind of makes the whole thing don't line up very well. So kind of neat. And here's another one from the 100th year anniversary. If you look there on the bumper, it's got a huge knot of plastic left over on it. So kind of neat. Looks like they had some quality control issues on those. And here's a Walmart exclusive camouflage 83, and the whole front grille didn't get molded all the way, so it kind of looks like it's melted. So that's pretty common on a lot of these. So you can see those short shots and stuff, but I like trying to collect those type eras. Here's another 83 from the ARC cars, and it's got the same era except it's a little bit more drastic with the whole grille not being molded in. It looks like it's almost melted. So that's really cool. And this is a pretty wild one. It's kind of different. and it's hard to see, but it looks like the window is probably like fell on the ground or something, been scratched all to pieces. You can't even hardly see through that passenger window very well, but nothing major. It's just kind of neat the way that it's all kind of messed up and then they put it together. Next we got the Boulevard's 83 Chevy Silverado 4-wheel drive, and this one, if you look on the back bed there, it's got a hole all the way through it, and it looks like the casting's actually cracked and then painted over, but trying to get it to where you can see all the way through it. But you can see all the way through it. Pretty neat little arrow there. Here's another one of my favorite castings. This is the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. Now I have all of these loose along with the 83 Silverados up where I sit upstairs. The only one I'm missing of these is the new NFTH to come out, I think at the end of last year or first of this year, but hopefully pick it up before too long and I'll have it. But anyway, this is the Kroger exclusive to come out, probably one of the first premier alternate colors. But anyway, this is the alternate color black. And I don't know if you can see in there good, but the whole thing has not been riveted. So it's unriveted in the package, flopping around in there. It's kind of hard to tell without touching it, but it is cool that it's, you know, not been riveted. But you don't see a lot of cars just in the pack unriveted. Next we got the Hoonigan 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. This one you can kind of see there's like a blue or whatever color paint or something on the side of the fender right there. This is the darker motor. They've got many color shades on this motor because of the way the chroming process evidently. I've also got an error somewhere of this one missing these tampos on the side. I think it's got the Hoonigan on the back, but missing these. If I find it, I'll definitely try to put it on. But anyway, that's a cool error. This is the first release of the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser on a short card, but the window has not been put in there correctly. It's actually hitting the interior and then pushed back into the car. So kind of neat error on a short card. Don't see those a lot. Next we got the 55 Gasser Holly Edition, and the back quarter panel there is completely cracked in half. If you look, looks like the lines don't even, the tampos on the lines don't even match up very well there. So I don't know if it got painted and then cracked, but kind of cool error there. All right, I got to talk about this error. This error my dad just found, I think it was last week. Look at the back wheel on that. It's all small. The bottom one is a regular version, but you can see that it's got all small wheels on the top one, so that's cool. My dad finds errors quite often too, and he knows I collect them, so he finds them and gives them to me. Here's the gold 55 Gasser with the windows pushed back in it. Kind of see it a little bit there. That same issue that you had on that short car black one. This one's cool. It's got kind of a dye issue and paint issue both going. You kind of see right there on the window. But if you look across the back deck there and stuff, I'm not for sure if the dye was kind of cracking and breaking or if they've painted it and it kind of reacted with the metal. But it's a really cool era. It's a really cool look on it. We got the Heat Fleet series here. I'm not for sure what kind of paint we got going on there over that back rear wheel, but it's definitely not supposed to have that. It's supposed to be orange with those white flames. Kind of neat. We've got a Heat Fleet. This is the Zamac 55. And the issue with it is the back bumper is not chrome. It's actually like the plastic. You can kind of see where they started chroming it. The bumper on top looks chrome. Under the bottom is not. So kind of neat. Just a oddity error there. We got another 55 Holly here. And if you look at the paint there on the roof, it's kind of messed up. But if you look closer, it's hard to see on camera here. The window's not put in correctly, so it's not sitting correctly in the car, and that might have the reason why that kind of pushed over and painted the roof there. But kind of a small error, but neat. Here's a long card version of the black one, and you can see right over the rear quarter there, it looks like a glob of the black paint they were using has dropped on it and dried. That is kind of cool error there. All right, we got the Hot Wheel Flames 55 Gasser here, and the window is same way it was on the black one there. It's kind of hooked into the front whenever it got pushed in, and it kind of dropped everything down and back. Next we got an issue with the paint here on this 55, You've got some flames going on up here, and then you've got the gasser kind of not rutting out there. Not sure what's going on. Nothing major, kind of a minor error there. I've not got one but two of these here, missing the front wheel, same color. That's pretty cool. This one's been a pretty common error also I've been able to find, is missing the front wheel. That's pretty cool. I'll keep one of these and I'll probably trade the other one around for another one that I'm missing the front wheel or something. Here's the blue version, missing the front wheels, but the cool part about this one is it's actually got the post still on this one. So evidently whenever they went to put that in, it didn't have wheels on it from the beginning. That's really cool error. This is one of my favorite type errors talked about. If you look at that, the whole thing is completely messed up. You can see the bottom of the car there is pushed down past it. If you look at the way that the rivets were put in, the front one kind of hit where it's supposed to, but the back one missed to the side, and it's hard to see that, I'm sure, on camera, but that thing is really cool the way it's all messed up. You can see the body there is all the way off. On this 55, looks like you got the tampo over the back wheel kind of messed up there and going down instead of going straight. Kind of hard to see that one. This 55 Gasser here, Guster, you can kind of see that the blister was put up way high on the package. Nothing major, just kind of neat to see that every now and then. Here's the Guster with the window pushed back like the other ones we saw. It's not in there correctly. You can kind of see there where it kind of caught the front thing as it went in, but it's kind of cool. Next we got the Pearl Series 55 Gasser, and the wild thing about this one is the front wheel gold is not cut out around all the spokes. It's actually molded on there, and this was an issue on a lot of these. I've probably found 4 or 5 of them where the front wheel and the back wheel is not completely set out the gold. It's kind of neat error. Here's one where you can see the back wheel there and completely cut out. Kind of neat to see little errors like that. Here's your casting error on that Pearl Series. You can see it's missing the back post there. Didn't get cast correctly. Here's your Pearl Series with the windshield hooked up and under like the other ones. So kind of a common thing you can find on these 55 Gassers. And this 55 Pearl Series has got a different wheel on the front. Obviously it should have been the gold 5, but it's a big wheel, bigger than the back almost, so it makes it look really cool. Kind of neat to find that kind of stuff. And next we got another one of my favorite castings. This is a Nissan Titan. I've got every one of these in my collection. I've even got a prototype that I got from Bruce way back in the day. This is a Nissan Titan Off-Road Series, and you can kind of see in the picture there, the tampo is supposed to have yellow in it, and there's no yellow in the tampo, so that's a really cool error. And here's the Nissan Titan Showroom Edition, and the back bed is completely cracked and broken in half, so kind of neat on the casting error. And this Nissan Titan has a red card from Walmart. This was a 1-year exclusive before Target did all the red editions. This was a red card that was exclusive for Walmart, and they did one run 1 year. And this is the Titan from it, but if you're looking at it, there's some fuzz or something stuck in and just kind of floating around in there. I don't know what's going on with that, but kind of cool. And here's the Titan First Edition. And on this, I don't know if you can see or not, the tampo kind of goes down, and these tampos on the back are way low on the side of the bed there. This variation didn't have the tampos on the back of the bed. The lines are straight, but the front wheel is jacked up. Well, you can see that there, but it's kind of pushed back and down. Not sure what happened there. Must have been whenever they put it in there, it kind of pushed up. You can kind of see that the tempo is straight on this one. I don't know if I can get this one up there close to it without it. This one's going straight, this one's kind of going down, and there's no tampos on the back of that one. This next one's really cool here. This one has black grille, black interior, so nothing got chromed. So let me get one to compare it with over here. Same car, same truck. See the chrome? Let me put them up here. Very cool. I've not seen any more of these. I'm sure they're probably out there, but no chrome whatsoever. No chrome on the interior. No chrome in the bed of the truck. So that's really cool variation to me. Of course, they all had black base, but no chrome whatsoever. Not seen any more. Not saying they're not out there, but that's a really cool era. Next here we've got the Nissan Titan First Edition Faster Than Ever, and the tempo stripe is way down, and the tempo on the back of the bed is down low, so that's pretty cool. I've actually got a short card here. See what this looks like. It's a little low, but it's not as low as the other one. So let me put them up here together so you can kind of see how low. But neither one of these, I believe, are up in the correct location. I know the bottom one isn't. So kind of cool. See those errors? And I got some stuff in some bigger packages I want to go over that's errors. First is this Johnny Lightning Surfs Up with the Monkeys diorama. It's actually on a Speed Racers card, but it's actually the monkeys. Kind of neat. Here's something I picked up from some guys that was out of Germany. They had brought a bunch of this over to the Hot Wheel convention, and I bought a bunch of these, and then I realized that the back bed here, the tempo was completely flipped. So I just went ahead and kept it. I thought that was neat. Here's an oldie from the Hot Rod series. This is the El Woody. And I don't know if you can see there on the back, but the back wheel doesn't have white walls around it. It's supposed to have white walls around it like this. So kind of a neat era. And here's one that was an era from back in the day. This is a twin mill. And this was before we all found out that the paint was not going to stay on these very long. When I first got it, it was just a little bit of paint that was speckled off, and over the years you can kind of see that the paint just won't hold to that metal very well. But not a big error or nothing, but kind of neat to see, so I kind of kept it. And here's the 30th anniversary of Hot Wheels. This is the 40 Woody, and if you look right there on the front fender, it's got a casting error, big chunk gone out of the front fender there, which is kind of cool. Next we got this 10-pack here. And if you look in here close, you've got an issue with the paint here on the side of the Datsun. And then here you got the Ferrari with swapped wheels. You got the large wheel on the front and the small wheel on the back. Used to, you'd find all kinds of errors in these 10 packs. I don't know if Hot Wheels, just like some of the cars, if they didn't fit right, or maybe they just throwed them in 10 packs back in the day. Here's another 10 pack that this one's actually been opened, and what I've done was put the cars out of other 10 packs and other boxes that you've opened up, like mystery cars. There's a couple of mystery cars in there that are errors, stuff like that. So start up here. This is the Roger Dodger. It's got reverse wheels. Here's the Angela, that it's got a frosted base, kind of hard to see this one. This one has some that one has the masking on it still stuck. Here's the swoop coupe missing the fenders. This one come out of the mystery car pack. This is the reverse wheels on the Bug. This one come out of a bad package, and it's got large wheel on the front, so whenever they put it in there it wouldn't fit. All small wheels on the Viper. You got the arachno rod there that's all frosted. This one also was a mystery car, and it's got frosted on. These are supposed to be chrome, and you can see how frosted they are. And then you've got your Ferrari down here with a 3-spoke on the front, and you got your PR5s on the back. So yeah, these are mismatched because I actually took these out of other 10 packs, and as you open mystery cars and found errors. So that one right there I've kind of put piecemeal together. And here's a Tune 70 Daytona. And this side has the tampos out of the 5-pack, and this one doesn't have the tampos. So after I opened it, I realized it didn't have tampos. You know, you kind of just got to put it up with the rest of your eras. And so that was pretty cool. And that's about everything I got to go over today. If you like what you're seeing, please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I'd appreciate it. If you see anything you want to know more about, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get it on one of the next ones. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks for coming back and seeing me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. I want to thank all my new subscribers. I've had a lot of new subscribers over the last few weeks. I appreciate it. And everybody that's been subscribed, I appreciate y'all too. And if you're not subscribed, if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome too. And also,
Don't worry, folks. After all, it's only a cartoon.